From the Black Swan Media Studios, deep inside a secret underground bunker, we're speaking to freedom-loving patriots from all around the country and the world. Welcome to the Resistance. This is John Crump, live.
And we are live. We are back, but we're not only broadcasting to the John Crump Live channel, we are also broadcasting to the John Crump News channel, which has a bigger audience. And we are doing that because I want to talk about something very, very important. And let me bring on my guest before we talk about that. From the great state of, my God, West Virginia, take me home, mountain, country, river, or valley.
Take me home, country roads.
Whatever. And that's Alex Shea, because he's always wearing a name tag. I'll put this up right here. And also we have the doctor himself, Colonel Val Fennell.
How are you, John?
I am doing good. And if you don't know these guys, they are both from Gun Owners of America, which I work with closely with GOA. I work special projects for them. Don't ask me what that means, because I might have to tell you. No, it doesn't mean anything like that. It's just I help out wherever I can.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. First, before we get into the whole entire thing with the goals, I do want to bring up that I am going to announce here tomorrow in Philadelphia. Josh Shapiro will be announced as the VP, and I already know that because I've seen the video too, the announcement video.
Well, I know that's one thing. I predicted this early on when his name first came up. I said, his approval rating in Pennsylvania is somewhere around 60%. He beat Doug Mastriano by 15 points a couple of years ago, unfortunately. And the path to the White House goes through Pennsylvania. So I predicted that as soon as his name was on the radar, I didn't think they were going to pass him up because of that.
No.
Things have just gotten a lot harder for the Trump campaign, a lot harder. If this pans out and he's selected, yes, it's gotten a lot harder.
Well, they have a video. They have a video announcing that he's the vice president that was released.
Oh, okay. So you've seen it. So then it's going to happen. Okay.
Yeah, there is a video. I was told earlier on this morning by a source of mine, and then I didn't want to go. It was like one source, and then they're like, "Oh, here's the proof." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Gotcha. Yep. Yeah. So that's kind of bad news. Pennsylvania's going to be a harder road to travel for the Trump campaign because of that.
Yeah. So apparently tomorrow. So there we go. Now let's get into goals here, because that's what I brought you guys on here to talk about, goals. I am also doing an article on MLN about goals because it's going to be a great time. It is in Knoxville, Tennessee next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Goals is going to be taking the world by storm. So for all those media and vendor folks that are coming out, their party begins a little bit earlier. 15th is going to be range day for media, as well as for 30 of the vendors who are going to be demonstrating that. Going to get those high-speed action shots on the range looking good. And that's going to be out there in Sweetwater, Tennessee. And then on the 16th, the media vendor crew is getting back together again. We're going to have, and this is something we've learned from all experience of being to all the shows for the past few years, is that sometimes when you're in like these massive crowds, you can't get the sound quality or the video quality that you're looking for when it comes to interacting with folks at the booth because of the sheer number and sheer volume of attendees. So the 16th is just media, just vendors, and it's going to be followed up by a networking party afterwards. So that's where all the actions, so to speak, is going to be happening at. But then the 17th and the 18th, man, it's going to be, I want to say, just absolutely insane, because we're expecting to have tens of thousands, up to 50,000 in attendance. We're going to have over 300 vendors there showing their best stuff, and the greatest and best ideas they have, new technological advances in the industry. We're going to have a lot of debut products and services that are going to be announced. And of course, we have some entertainment in addition to infotainment, having some information such as activism training, which Val Fennell is a master at, and he'll be talking more about that. And we're trying to make some more radical dudes so we can start shaking things up here in the United States on the political aspect, and making sure that Americans are the well-informed, well-educated voters that we need them to be, because no republic can stand without those intellectuals right there at the citizen level who are going to be electing those representatives to get us to the next level. But yeah, we got some major acts coming through, and we'll talk more about that as the show goes on.
Yeah, so 2A boys will be out there. I was just with them this weekend. You were with them this weekend too, Alex.
Yeah, that's right.
This weekend.
They kicked everyone's butt at the range day, at Guns Out Range Day, coming in with 13.77 on a 14 target steel plate challenge, 2-inch circles, 6-inch circles at 12 yards, I believe. And they smoked everybody. Then no one had a chance.
And there's Jordan Venro. I'm actually going to be staying at the house, the Airbnb that Gideon Optics and all those guys have arranged. So that's what I will be. I will be there on Wednesday night with Jordan and Bob and Mr. Snow and other people.
Yeah, perfect. Gideon Optics, they got it going on. They're working all there. Anderson Manufacturing will be there as well. Yeah, we had a good show with Gideon Optics at the Full Send Freedom Fest, and Val was there too. Isn't that right, Val?
Absolutely. That was a fun time.
Anderson will be there. Hopefully they'll bring out that pistol. I really want to try the new pistol out.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be great. It's going to be a fun time. Let's get into some big announcements. Well, I wouldn't say big announcements because they've already been announced, but I'm announcing them, so therefore they're big. We have a couple major guests that will be there, and let's start out. Which one do you want to go with? The one I'm excited for, or the one that I'm really excited for?
I want to go with the one that you're really excited for, because I have a feeling that it's the same, that we're on the same level. We're about to find out.
All right, go announce it. You're going to be hosting a comedy show.
That's right. I'm going to be hosting the comedy show, and we're going to have the one, the only fan favorite from Saturday Night Live, and he's in every Adam Sandler movie, the one, the only, Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. That's going to be cool. When's he doing his comedy show?
It's definitely going to be on, I'm fairly certain it's on the 17th. I'll double check, but I'm fairly certain his act is.
And it looks like he is locked up there for a second. But yeah, so Rob Schneider is a pretty cool guy. And he's based, which is a good thing, because not a lot of people these days are based. But Rob Schneider is definitely based. And for everyone out there who thinks that we cannot be gun control, I only have one message for you guys. You know what that message is, Alex?
I have a feeling I do. Tell him about it.
You can do it. You can do it. Robert Winkler and Bees. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it all night long. You can do it. You can do it, Nikki. freaking head off! You can do it! Cut his fucking head off! You can do it! Get that old ass of yours in the end zone!
There we go.
Yep. I couldn't have said it better myself.
I want to get him on video saying you can do it. That's my whole entire goal.
I think he'll probably do it. Especially like if you get him rip roaring and it's right there, like the peak of where you need people to take political action. That's the cherry on the sundae. We should have Val's training end with Rob Schneider saying you can do it.
All right, what training are you doing, Val?
Well, I'm not doing any training at Goals, I don't think, but I'm doing a training for GOA tomorrow for the staff. I'm doing a confrontational politics training, from 9 to 3. It's for our staff. And it's also for all the Empower 2A people, which is our the women's program and all the Empower 2A coordinators. It's the long version of the training that we did in Texas.
What's confrontational politics? Just to let everyone know.
Well, yeah, so it's the no compromise model that we follow at GOA based on Senator H.L. Richardson, our founder, his book, and his political experience. Politics works, but it doesn't work the way most people think. The way the most people or other organizations approach politics and lobbying is through something called access. And in access, what you don't want to do is ever make somebody mad at you. You always want somebody to like you because you need to maintain your communication with them. But what happens over time is if you use access, you get into a politician's office to return your phone calls. Eventually what happens over time is you become the representative of the political class, the elected officials to your membership, because they will call the shots and they'll determine, what's feasible, what's acceptable to them or not. Whereas in confrontational politics, we basically say, the bottom line is this: you give us your vote, or you give us your seat. And it's like, this is what our members want. We support the Constitution, Second Amendment here in Pennsylvania, Article 1, Section 21. So we expect you to vote against anti-gun bills and for pro-gun bills. And when they don't, then we hold them accountable. And the way we do that is through, we're not mean to people like some other folks might be. What we do is we use grassroots action. So we use, we send constituent mail. That could be email, text messages, social media, and they hear from their constituents. And it goes back to what Senator Everett Dirksen said: when I feel the heat, I see the light. So that's really ultimately what protects our rights as time goes on. The other way, access, it leads to a steady erosion of your rights over time because it's a compromise. So that's the main difference in a nutshell. So it's accountability to what their oath of office is, right? So we're going to hold them to that, right? Not have them tell us what's feasible and acceptable.
Shout out to 2A EDU. I think he's going to be at Goals as well. All right. So in addition to Rob Schneider, that's going to be at Goals, going, you can do it. There's also a music star.
That's right. We're going to be having Easton Corbin. He's going to be playing it up there in front of thousands of people, and it's going to be a great time. So if you're a big fan of Easton Corbin, come on out.
Nice. And this is all next week in Knoxville. What else is going on there? Any type of forums or anything else like that?
Yeah, there's going to be forums. There's going to be panels. There's going to be lots of discussions to be had. We're having lottie-dottie everybody when it comes to YouTubers and influencers and different types of media. As you alluded to, AMOLand is going to have you doing an article and many, many more. But we're also going to have John Lovell, the Warrior Poet. He'll be doing some talks while he's there. Brandon Herrera, Jared Yanis of Guns and Gadgets, Johnny B is going to be there. It's going to be a sight to see for sure, especially if you're a proud 2A guy or gal. And, it's fun for the whole family. So something we did take away from all the other experiences that we've had is that a lot of the other conventions don't have really a family-friendly angle. Not that they were ever aggressive, but just that it sort of tended to be the knuckle dragging, testosterone driven, dead animal head on the wall, tactical guerrilla type of event. And that's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I love it, but it wasn't for everybody. It was for a very specific subset of people. And now we're kind of taking it back and saying, hey, you know what really matters in America are families. Families matter in America. So we want this to be accessible to lottie-dottie everybody in the family so they can have a good time as well. So bring the whole family.
Yeah, 2A dad, Keith from the 2A boys is going to be on a panel. I was talking to him this weekend about that. And there's going to be a kids area, and I believe the kids area is sponsored by X-Tech.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really family friendly. I am actually flying in from vacation to go. Thanks to my wife.
Nice. Nothing like picture perfect planning.
Yeah. So that's gonna be fun. It's my wife is her and the kids are gonna stay on vacation while I go down to
Other vacation. Got it.
Tennessee. It's gonna be a lot of work for me.
Yeah, I know.
It always is. I'm gonna be walking around. I'll be meeting people. So if you see me there, come up and say hi. And if Alex invites you out, run.
No, do it. Karaoke all night, baby.
Alex is a master at karaoke. Val, you got to go out with Alex. Q-Tang.
I love karaoke.
Okay, 2AEDU wants to know if there's going to be anything for his 12-year-old daughter to do. And yes.
Yes, there's going to be some very interesting things. Some things I'm not at liberty to disclose at the moment, but there are going to be appropriate things not only for kids in the 12-year-old range, but also for young women. There's going to be some very powerful speakers. Antonia Okafor is going to be there in full force with her Empowered 2A group, as well as we're going to have like specific, like you mentioned, areas for the kids where you're going to have like games like cornhole and Nerf ranges and a lot of things to see, as well as more information scholastically for children to learn about their inalienable human rights and how that will be something that everyone should embrace and parents can help get their children to recognize at a young age.
Yeah, because we got to start early with these kids. We can't give up. That's what the anti-gunners want us to do, is just forget about the kids.
Well, they've done a very good job of it, and that's because we have paid billions of dollars into an education system that wants to not, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're learning something, but the thing that I think they're learning is more about indoctrination than it is about scholastic or academic achievement or anything like that, because they learn to sit down, shut up, listen for the bell, don't question authority, and then they get taught certain narratives about that are against their best interest, but they don't come to realize that until much further down the line, if ever. And that's kind of what we're dealing with now. That's why I believe you made that comment. You gotta help them understand while they're young, because once those ideas are formed, it takes quite a bit of convincing and supportive evidence to get them to even consider changing their opinions.
Yeah, exactly. And Val, what are you going to be doing down at Goals?
Well, the main thing that I'll be participating in is there's a panel of state and local directors. I believe that's on Saturday afternoon. So I'll be doing that. And the idea there is for to really stress to attendees that most of the action in the United States that surrounds your Second Amendment rights, or whatever the state equivalent in your state might be, that happens at the state level and not in Washington. So it's really important for people to know how important state operations are. And then it's an opportunity for us to answer questions and also let people know what we're doing in the states and the regions throughout the country at GOA. So that's the main thing I'm going to be doing. So I think they have me scheduled to go to the fundraising dinner on one night. That's pretty much it. So I'm not teaching anything there. Unfortunately, I don't think they planned this to be sort of an activist training event like we would do in other places. But but that's pretty much where I'm at right now, is just doing that one seminar.
Yeah. Jennifer Lewis says most parents have no idea what is being taught, which is very true, Jennifer. Most parents do not. I send my kids to private school because I live in Loudoun County, Virginia, which is kind of world famous for indoctrination.
Yeah, and it's a sad time to be alive when because like most people don't have any clue. Most people are normies, and most normies want to live in their, leave it to beaver fantasies with their white picket fences and follow the law and go to church and go to work. And they don't want to think about the potential conflicts that are out there. And they say that politics is not a place for me, or I don't want to be involved. And it's going to be those kinds of folks that people don't understand, that the indifference of good men means that if you do nothing in the face of evil, evil will thrive. And sometimes that evil is Godzilla, and sometimes the evil is the slow erosion of your rights, and it happens so slowly. It's kind of like the frog in the pot type of scenario, and that's where we are now. We've finally reached the boiling point, and it's very hot. And some people are looking around saying, "Well, how did we get here?" And it's like, well, complacency kills. That's how we got here.
It's not that bad. It's not like two biological males are fighting for the gold medal in women's boxing in the Olympics or anything.
Right. I mean, it's this is the weirdo world that we're living in. And what's really funny is that if you go back and watch insane B movies from the 90s, like Double Dragon or Tank Girl or whatever it is that was happening back then, those far-fetched dystopian futures are exactly our reality now.
Yeah, it's really, really bizarre. It's going to be a great time, and Dick Heller is going to be doing a meet and greet. If you don't know who Dick Heller is, Heller versus DC, which is a major 2A case. We were with them this weekend, and we're going to be with them in a couple weekends now.
I just want to add something about the whole concept of having a national conference, right? So, other gun rights organizations have done this for many years. There was even something every year called the Gun Rights Policy Conference. I remember attending one of those when
that's still going on.
Still
going on.
Still going on, right?
Yeah, it's in California.
Yeah. So, and GOA, this is a seminal event because it's the first time we've done this, and it is an educational opportunity for people. And my hope is that it engages not only the industry and to get us more industry partners, which is always good, but GOA has always been a grassroots organization where we empower individual people to take action. So hopefully we get more people interested in, hey, this is great. I want to get more involved, because the bottom line is we need more boots on the ground. We need more volunteers, more people to help us out. And that spurs them on to take other training that we have. Like I mentioned, confrontational politics training, campaign management schools through our other partners that we have, so they get interested in politics, but doing it the right way and not doing it the wrong way. So I'm hoping that is what some of the long-term fruit that comes out of this.
So you think goals is like a shiny fruit or whatever, shiny object to attract people in?
Well, it's a networking thing, right? It's more than a shiny object. I think it's an educational event where people can hear speakers, and then from there it becomes it's a networking and engagement. It's to get people involved. Ultimately, what is it about? It's really about getting more people to take action, and that is getting beyond just clicking the button on the emails that we send.
Yeah,
we really do need help.
Like I always say, the $20 a year is great, or $25 a year is great, but what we need is people to volunteer. Somebody wants to know if they can get your contact information.
Yes, of course.
So touching on one.
All right, let Val give out his contact information really quick.
Oh yeah. So the best way is to just email me. It's my first name, Val, my last name, FINNELL @gunowners.org. I'll put it in the chat too.
I don't think you might not be able to. I think YouTube might block it.
Are you seeing my comments?
I'm seeing your comments, but I think YouTube would block email addresses.
Oh, yeah, I got blocked.
Yeah, you'll get that on them big jobs. Yeah. Well, touching with what you were saying is, well, I always tell people I need them to do 3, maybe 4 things at the most. And number one, I need you to get educated. I need you to take time out of your life to read, to become active, and to get involved in your local politics at that level. Number 2, getting involved means not only getting involved in your local politics, but I need you to volunteer for GOA, volunteer at your local range, or some kind of shooting league or something where you're helping kids get into more of the scholastic aspects of shooting, high precision shooting, things of that nature. And if you can't do those 2 things where you're actively taking out people and exposing them, and you're actually researching it for yourself, then I need you to donate. Donations are really, really appreciated, but they're a great passive way to help the fight when you are, theoretically too busy with other aspects of your life, family, work, so on and so forth. And then if you live in a place that's horrifically tyrannical, I need you to move. I need you to stop funding tyranny. I need you to go somewhere where your dollars are going to be advancing freedom and not the ill wills of these folks who want to have ultimate control.
Yeah, that is definitely something that we need to do. One of the things I'm looking forward to goals a lot is actually being with the community. I'm not talking about like the private range day or the media day. I'm talking about like Saturday, Sunday, being with the community. That's what I really, really like to do. And I think it's really cool that we can see everyone coming together as this big community, which we are. We might not all agree on every single issue, but we all agree that gun rights are human rights.
Absolutely. And another big, hopefully, side effect of this convention is going to be getting that camaraderie and having people understand that they're not alone. Because sometimes when you're in this 2A fight, you look around and you wonder, is anyone else even aware of what we're fighting? Or where is everyone else? Like, why am I the only one that feels or sees the world the way it is in that aspect through that prism? And this will allow all those people to no longer feel alone. They'll be able to know that, hey, I'm not alone. I have friends. I have people that care and are invested in the fight. And now, hopefully, they'll network and organize with each other with a little convincing from us and maybe some additional training and down the line. But we definitely want to get them to sort of coalesce and come together so that they can organize and become a more powerful force.
Will any of the panels or anything be streamed online?
I know that, yes, I believe the panels will be streamed online, and I know that we're going to have some announcements for new products and services that will also be streamed online. So yes, those will be, if not streamed, they will be recorded so that they can be distributed later.
That's gonna be pretty cool, because not everyone can make it to Knoxville. There's a lot of people that are going to be making it at Knoxville. There's a lot of people that I talked to this weekend at the Guns Out Range Day in Ashburn saying, "Hey, are you going to be at Knoxville?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And they're like, "Oh, me too. I'll be down there." I'll be like, "That's awesome," and I can't wait to see everyone in Knoxville, because Knoxville's a happening city, from what I hear. I've never been there though.
It'll be my first time as well. Val, you ever been in Knoxville?
I've driven through it when I was passing through on a military PCS move a couple of times, but I've never really spent any time there. First time, really.
We're going to need the chat to tell me where all the karaoke bars are in Knoxville.
Did you already look it up? Because you usually
I already did. I already got it worked out. But I wanted to see if there's anything I missed out there. You can't mess with the internet. The internet's smarter than me.
I do want to say that I saw Alex get into basically a drinking competition with Navy SEAL Team 6 guys, and the SEAL Team 6 guy that was was driving back. I had an Uber back with him, take him because he was trash. Where you leave, he drank the same amount as Alex, and Alex is like, "See you guys," totally sober, still singing. And on the way back, the SEAL Team 6 guy is like, "He's an animal. I don't know how he does it. He's an animal. I think I'm gonna die."
It's definitely the karaoke. If you have enough karaoke, it just keeps you focused.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. So, other than the concert and the comedy show, what else is there to do at Goals?
Well, I mean, obviously, we got 120,000 square feet of convention center that's filled to the top with some of the greatest new innovative equipment, products, services. It's going to be fun for everyone, if for nothing else but just that. So you guys know, you've both been to SHOT Show before, you've both been to other large conventions. This one's going to have just an incredible array of everything that you could ever think to want to see or touch or get your picture with. And then also incredible people are going to be there. Like just the magnitude of the amount of media influencers, YouTubers, podcasters, writers. It's going to be a star-studded event.
Yeah, every time I talk to someone from YouTube, it seems like everyone is going.
And that's one of the things that we focused really hard on, was we thought long and hard about what we wanted to have and how we were going to differentiate ourselves from some of the other shows. Not to say that their concepts aren't good, their concepts are great, but we wanted to get feedback. And so over the course of a few years, we've been asking people, media folks, vendors, and even attendees, and we're like, what would make this just a little bit better? And so we've taken that amalgamation of data and we just did it. We took it and we ran with it. We wanted to make sure that they had those kinds of experiences that they wanted. So for example, on the 16th, that's Media Vendor Day. One of the biggest feedbacks that we got from vendors was that they felt like they were trapped in their booths and they never got to see the show. So they would go to these big epic shows, fill in the blank as to what big epic show you're thinking about. And they were never able to leave. Like they were just trapped in their little 10 by 10 or 20 by 20 space. And now on the 16th, they get the chance to walk the floor. They get the chance to have that experience and really get it without having to fight through the masses of crowds or interfere with their sales or interfere with their presentations that they'll be doing at their booths. And the same thing was true for media. So this was kind of a 2-for-1. But a lot of the complaints from the media guys were, I love going to XYZ fill in the blank super duper show, but I don't like having to fight the crowds. I don't like having people walk through my shot or yell or talk or have to do the sound bit over and over and over again because something in the background happened. And that's what you'll get on those big shows, is you get all this background noise and people walking through your shots and acting crazy and interfering in some kind of way, whether it be intentional or not. So Media Vendor Day was a thing that we put together specifically from the feedback that we got from other events.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would definitely be awesome. Shout out to Trump and Elon Musk out there. I'm just saying. But yeah, that would be freaking incredible to see that. I can't wait. Are the vendors going to be selling stuff, or is it just like a SHOT Show where they just demo the stuff and have?
Oh, that was another huge, let's say, place of improvement. That was another huge opportunity for improvement. And yes, it's going to be selling all day, every day. So sell, baby, sell, and that's on the 17th and 18th. And the only real thing that we had to take into consideration was some security aspects. We know that people are going to be really wanting to buy a lot of guns and a lot of ammo, but guns and ammo are very heavy things that you are not going to carry through a convention center all day. So most likely, if you bought a gun at the show, you'd take it to your car, lock it in your car with the 200 pounds of ammo you bought, and then some ne'er-do-well from Knoxville would bust out your windows and steal your new arsenal. And in order to prevent that from happening, because Gun Owners America is absolutely positively no compromise, we went ahead and arranged it with local FFLs and FFLs across the United States to where if anybody buys a firearm, we'll have it transferred to an FFL nearest to you. And if anyone buys ammo, we'll have it shipped directly to your home. So that way you don't have to worry about people busting out your windows to get to something that you don't want them to get to.
Yeah, and plus a lot of people flying in, and it's
That's
gonna
right.
fly back out with 1,000 rounds of ammo.
Makes it a little bit more difficult. Yes, it does.
Yeah. I'm sending over my phone number now. All right. Yeah, that seems like it's freaking awesome. Who else is gonna be there that you can announce? Anyone that you can announce that no one knows is coming?
Ooh, that no one knows is coming. I already let the cat out of the bag with John Lovell and Brandon Herrera. But there's a whole myriad of people coming, like so many that it boggles the mind, actually. If you go to gunownersofamerica.org and you click on gunownersamerica.org, right there at the very top, the very first thing you'll see is the goals banner. And if you click on that goals banner, it'll take you to all of the different events, activity, and speakers that we're going to be having, because they're far too numerous to list. And that's where you're going to get that breakout room information and your concert times. And you'll also have a way to register online. If you're a GOA member, you get info free. All you got to do is come on down. And if you're not a GOA member, you can sign up to be one today. It's $25. You can do it online, and then you can pre-register. And it's non-reoccurring. We're not going to raffle you a truck or try to give you a Chinesium bag or a Chinesium knife. We're not going to blow up your mailbox. We're not going to negotiate your rights away. We're just going to fight every day, every way for your inalienable human right to self-defense.
A DOD After Dark says, I saw Alex at XCal on Saturday. I was the guy holding the Chihuahua.
Nice. That Chihuahua was awesome. And we gave that Chihuahua a patch, and the patch is the ATF, the abolish the Save a Pup, abolish the ATF. That's our favorite patch.
At DLD After Dark is going to be there as well. Baby Dog. Who's Baby Dog?
I hope Baby Dog will be there. I've been getting calls all day about this.
So Mark Robinson is going to be there, who's the gubernatorial candidate, our endorsed candidate for North Carolina.
Good guy.
Governor Jim Justice, and of course, if he's there, Baby Dog. Baby Dog. Right? John Lott and Cheryl Todd.
Yeah, Cheryl Todd's going to be there?
That's what I'm just got the email just hot off the press here from Eric.
Dude, I love Cheryl Todd. She's kind of. You guys ever watch Walking Dead?
Yeah.
She's like the Carol from The Walking Dead.
Nice.
Very nice, but will kill you.
Very nice, but will kill you. Very perfect. Yes.
But yeah, very nice, but she will kill you if the need arises. Cookie? Yeah, so it's gonna be a great time. I cannot wait. It's going to be a blast. And if anyone wants to hang out, just let me know. Jennifer Lewis says, yes, Baby Dog.
Baby Dog, yeah.
Yeah. So you called Dark's dog a tactical Chihuahua?
Oh yeah. That tactical Chihuahua had it going on. Definitely would draw fire away from you if the ATF were near you, and might give you enough time to respond.
Yeah, that's yeah. I had a Chihuahua. I love my Chihuahua, but I went to the Philippines for a long time, so I had to rehome my Chihuahua, which sucked, but I had to go away for work, and can't bring a Chihuahua to Asia.
Not if you wanted to make it out alive, yeah.
No, Dude, they don't eat dogs in the
I
Philippines.
didn't say they eat dogs. I'm saying there's natural predators in the Philippines and a lot of different disease vectors. Where was your mind going?
I don't know. Yeah, there is. There's. I was hiking in the Philippines, and they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, watch out for cobras."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of concerning.
I have 2 ATF proof pets. I got 2 cats, so they're ATF proof. That's why.
Because cats won't narc on you. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, my friend Rich, he has a Tannerite dog for the ATF.
Right dog. Oh, if we weren't getting banned before, we're getting banned now.
Dude, he owns TanneriteDog.com.
Oh, nice. Well, send me that link, man. I'm gonna buy like 10.
I don't think he actually sells Tannerite dogs. I think he just registered it. He's going to do something with it, and never did. So,
I mean, he should just sell the container.
yeah. How many people are expected to go?
I mean, so far, I mean, their pre-register is already approaching like above 10,000, and we're still 2 weeks out. So most people, most of the time, don't make those kind of commitments like in advance, like you wish they would. They always wait to the last minute. So we projected based on the gun owners members density and how far people are willing to travel for those events. I mean, we're going to be well over and approaching 50,000 people. So it's going to be like 25,000, 30,000 people a day for 2 days.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And it's going to be a great time. I will be at the Gideon Optics booth for a little bit. Probably head over to the Fat Tack booth for a little bit as well. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal will be there. So come up and say hi. I would love to meet you in real life. Talk so much online, but never in real life. Big Dre, I saw out there. I want to know if he's going to be going there or not. I mean, it just seems like there is a huge, huge, huge amount of YouTubers that are going. I know, like people are comparing this to like NRAM, but honestly, I think more YouTubers are going to this than NRAM.
Well, this is way more accessible, and I mean that in a good way. NRAM has so much, and not to speak negatively of anyone because there's not a negative comment. It's just it is what it is. Their perception of who they want at their events is different, and also the people who attend may or may not want the perception of having attended that event one way or the other because of their own personal philosophies. And we just don't have that problem. This is our very first convention. And also, people know going in exactly who we are and what we are. We're gun owners of America, and we're no compromise. And we say what we mean, and we mean what we say. And it's very, very straightforward. And that's just who we are, and that's how we're going to be.
Yeah, we actually almost had a convention back in 2021, but there was something that hit that didn't exactly allow us to have a convention. COVID. Everything shut down.
The China flu.
China, yeah.
I was always wondering why they released that biological weapon, and now I know definitively it was to stop goals from happening in 2021.
Yeah, we actually had to cancel because of COVID. That was going to be in the Washington, D.C. area, but now it's in Knoxville, Knoxville, which should be pretty cool. That's not that far away from Nashville, right?
I mean, it's in the same state.
Yeah,
but it's like I think they're kind of far away from each other. I think they may be polar opposites.
I thought it was like a couple hours away.
It's like 3.5 hours away.
Oh, close enough. It's still not that far.
Yeah, it's not that far. I mean, it's the same state, sure.
All things considered, and there's a lot to do. I've been looking at pictures. If you look at the thumbnail, that's the background of Knoxville. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave on early Sunday Not like early. I'll still be there, but I mean, I'm not staying till Monday. I gotta fly back out Sunday.
Gotcha. So we'll do karaoke on like Friday or Saturday then.
You've been trying to get me to sing karaoke for like 2 years now, Alex.
It's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen.
Every time I was like, hey, want to go karaoke? No, man, I don't think I'm gonna go to karaoke. Then a couple hours later, I'm at a karaoke bar. Like, Bow, you gonna go sing karaoke with us?
Absolutely. It's been a long time, and I need to do it.
Right. See. Right. See.
What song, Val?
I like, let's see, Volcano by Jimmy Buffett.
There you go. That's a good one. I thought you were going to go with Rasputin.
That's a good one too. I'm a big Jimmy Buffett fan.
I think I'm gonna go with
It's hard to believe.
by Limp Bizkit.
There you go. That's perfect.
And Alex also got Eric Pratt, senior VP, to sing karaoke.
Yeah, that
Was he any good?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Was he good or not?
Oh, he was great. It's on the internet.
Oh, okay.
I'll send you the video later. But it's me and him, and we were singing Country Roads because we were in West Virginia, obviously.
Someone said House of the Rising Sun. That's another.
Yeah, Batcave Ballistics will have a booth. That's right. We'll be looking for that Humvee out there, boys.
Yeah, Batcave Ballistics. They go everywhere with the Humvee with the Ma Deuce on the top.
Yeah, painted as an American flag. So it's the most American Ma Deuce there is.
Yeah, they're at XCal every range day. They are at IV 88 shoot as well. Shouldn't karaoke be outlawed? I mean, is it ever good to hear? Dude,
It can't be outlawed because of the First Amendment, which is protected by the Second Amendment.
dude, I want to tell you one thing right now. Alex can effing sing. I am not kidding. He can, like, if you hear him sing, you would think it's the original singer. No matter what band, no matter what song, it will sound exactly like the original. Don't have any idea how he does it. Country Boy Can Survive.
Impressive.
I'll sing that.
Yeah, Country Boy Can Survive. That's a good one.
You got to shoot him at your 45. Country Boy Can Survive. You got to spit beach nut in that dude's eye.
And that dude's eye, yeah.
Because a bunch of Country Boy Can Survive. Because for $45, his friend did lose his life.
Yeah. That's what he got, living in a city. Should have stayed out in the
New
woods.
York City.
Yeah.
But his Paul taught him how to live off the land.
His taught him to be a businessman.
You can tell that I that's on my playlist.
Maybe that's one that you can pull off at karaoke. You've already got the lyrics memorized.
Yeah, maybe. I'm still thinking about Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, no, it's not mutually exclusive. You can do both.
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
a long night.
I guess. Yeah, so Dark is back. Yeah, it's gonna be. I cannot wait. It was a clear black night and a clear white.
now they're just trolling you to get you to sing the lyrics of different songs they put in the chat.
I don't know what song that's from.
Yeah, you do.
No idea. You know what? I think I got a song. Tiffany. I think I'm alone.
I think I'm alone now. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a classic. We may have to duet that one.
No, I'm gonna do it with Val.
There you go.
We're gonna duet. Tiffany, I think I'm alone now.
Oh, okay. I better practice then.
You got 2 weeks, Val. You're good.
Solfeggio, do my skills solfeggio for the next 2 weeks.
All right. Everyone out there, we're gonna find a karaoke bar, and I'll post it, and everyone needs to show up at that karaoke bar.
That's what's up.
And if
For
we get
sure.
50 people there, I will sing. Tequila.
You said 50 or 15?
50.
15. Got it. 1-5.
No, not 1-5. Jackass. Just do Shatner singing Slim Shady. Can you do Shatner singing Slim Shady?
If someone were to give me the dramatic pauses in the lyrics, then I believe you could. But the tempo of the song is so fast, it would be hard to sing it with the pauses because the timing would be off.
Yeah.
But if you like elongated the song, like you made it to where it was a slower BPM, then yeah, sure, you could definitely do it.
Yeah, that's good. But we got to get some Pro 2A songs going too.
Yeah, like Happiness is a Warm Gun by the Beatles. That's a good one.
I'm not a big Beatles fan. So.
All right, well then you're gonna have to bring something else to the table here. I think what else is a good one? There's a lot of good songs.
Didn't Leonard Skinner do a Pro 2A song?
I don't know if it was Pro 2A, but Give Me 3 Steps is about not getting shot in the face.
No, I thought there was another one. Wasn't there?
How about Jamie's Got a Gun?
Jamie's Got a Gun.
That's another good one.
That's a good one because it's very pro women empowerment on 2A issue. So maybe like an empowered 2A person could sing that one.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Wasn't God and Guns? Wasn't that by Leonard Skinner?
I'm thinking that's Kid Rock, but I don't know.
No,
could be wrong.
God and Guns by Leonard Skinner.
You're gonna have to Google that.
How about anything from 38 Special?
Yeah, because
God and Guns are Leonard Skinner.
There you go. And there's a song called Lawyers, Guns, and Money, which should be the anthem to GOA.
That's William Zevon, right? William Zevon. Yes.
Yeah.
Skinner didn't like guns. Okay. Somebody asked me, did anyone ever consider getting Twista there at GOA? Not GOA. At I don't know. I don't know who Twista is. But apparently he's a pro gun rapper.
He is the pro gun rapper. And I think he was at Range Day either the first year or the second year. Because I definitely ran into him somewhere like that.
Yeah, really? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I've definitely run into him before. But I'm at so many events that it all blurs together after a while.
So if we want, we can connect with Twista.
Hell yeah. I mean, at a minimum, he should go to goals as a regular Joe. But if he reaches out to me, we can have that discussion. Although, to be fair, in all transparency, we are like 9 days out. So I don't know what we can do in that amount of time since most of the plans have been solidified. But hey, I'm willing to try.
All right. Hook me up, Dark. There you go. We're just announcing Twista will be there. I'm just joking. That'd be kind of cool. A concert with country and rap.
It would be.
You know, Meek Mill was at a Pennsylvania gun show a couple months ago.
Oh yeah? How'd that go?
Better than his time with Puffy. But
There you go.
Val has no idea what I'm talking about when I say that.
That's in your neck of the woods, Val. That's happening in your turf.
Search Meek Mill Puffy audio.
Say again.
Meek Mill is a rapper. Meek Mill Puffy.
Puffy.
Sean Puffy Combs. Sean Combs.
Meek Mill responds to accusation. I don't know. Leaked audio between Diddy and Meek Mill. I don't know.
No,
This sounds like a setup.
That.
Yeah. No, Val. Don't search that. Delete your Google history. Delete.
He set me up.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that you shouldn't ever search. You know. What of it? There's one that's that somebody got me on. What was it? I can't remember. Somebody told me to search science fiction movie from I can't remember what year. I don't know, but it was something very, very offensive, and it was like a setup. I can't remember what year it was.
All I know is John Crump's last words are going to be, "Bro, go delete my browser history."
Oh no! Somebody told me to Google science fiction movie from 1992.
That doesn't seem that long ago. I thought you were going to say something from like the 50s, and it's like a B movie.
No, it's in the same thing as the people used to say. Google dinosaur with 500 teeth. Don't do that either.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do either one. But it's like one of those things. But
right now, there's an unusual surge for these search words that you're saying because of all your listeners that just have to know they're not listening. Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah, no, I think it's one of those things that's been going around for like years and years. Yeah, somebody's like, I did it on stream too. They're like, can you Google this on stream? It was like a guest. I was like, okay. I was like, close. Jackass. Trying to get me killed.
Yeah.
So why haven't Ted Nugent, Kid Rock, and a bunch of other Pro 2A guys done a whole album of Pro 2A songs? Tax write-off for them. Donate song rights to GOA.
I mean, that would be cool if that happened. We don't control their donations, but if they are listening, then we're more than willing. And Ted Nugent's going to be at Goals, so I don't see why not.
Ted Nugent, yeah, he will be at Goals. Is he going to be like signing autographs, meeting with people, or is he just walking around?
50-50. I couldn't tell you specifically. I believe that he may speak, but with Ted, anything's possible.
That's going to be really, really cool. I would love to meet him.
Yeah, no, he's been a big fan of GOA for a long time. I saw him a couple times this past SHOT Show. He was hanging out at our booth more than once, just there talking to people, jaw jacking and having a good time. And that's pretty much par for the course. But now that we have this convention going on, I don't see, there's like literally there's no ceiling here. Like the sky's the limit. Let's go.
Is GOA going to do this every year?
Yes, the plan is to do this every year. And most importantly, this year, even though it hasn't even occurred yet, has already been so wildly successful that it's beyond our greatest ambitions. We've already met our net break-even point so that we don't have to worry about anything like that. 100% of goals has been funded and financed through vendors and corporate donations. So none of this has at all impacted any of our membership donations. So all of our membership donations are still only for lobbying and legislative efforts. So that's one thing we were extremely cautious and extremely aware of, is that we wanted to always be very transparent in where our money comes from and where it goes. And we always want to make sure that every member donation and every membership goes to the fight and not to other things, even if they are well intentioned. But as they say, the best of intentions are paving the road to hell there. So we're doing that to stay on the good side of our ethical moral compass. And that's where we're at. And it's been great. So we're definitely going to do it again. And we're definitely going to have it be more and more exciting. And we want to have everyone's feedback from this. We want to make sure that if you do go and you do attend, that you let us know what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want to see the next time, more of, less of, so on and so forth.
Yeah, so Big Dre 357 is looking forward to the next weekend. We got to get together.
Yeah.
Right? Don't ditch me again like you did at SHOT Show. Let's get together. Dre, Big Dre is a pretty cool guy. I gotta hook you guys up. But yeah,
Nice.
Very good guy. All right, last question. Going forward, is GOA going to change the city of goals every year, or is it always going to be in Knoxville?
So it is not always going to be in Knoxville. This one and the next one or two are going to be in Knoxville as we build momentum. There are certain things that we have been able to negotiate with the city of Knoxville, which we are in current negotiations with other cities to achieve. And the biggest thing is, as you may or may not be able to imagine, the biggest thing that we had to overcome was that we want to make sure that the city that we're in is a city that we support and a city that supports us and our cause. So the city of Knoxville, and the county and the state of Tennessee, they are on board with us having concealed carry at the show. So if you're going to be at goals, you are obviously able and encouraged to conceal carry. Now, it's don't ask, don't tell, don't show, don't tell. So don't be pulling your guns out of your holsters for no good reason other than to save your life or the life of a loved one. But you are able to carry because it is Gun Owners of America, and we are absolutely positively no compromise.
Fluffy Bunny Arsenal says, I just want to say thank you to GOA for all they've done for 2A rights, while being fiscally responsible.
Yeah, and thank you very much, because that's, like I said, our objective and our goal is to be the best civil rights group out there. So regardless if you're comparing us to other 2A groups or if you're comparing us to other civil liberty groups, we are absolutely positively the most motivated. We are absolutely no compromise. We don't give an inch. On the Second Amendment, it says shall not be infringed. It means shall not be infringed. And we're extremely transparent. We are almost transparent to the point of I don't want to say paralysis, but we definitely think long and hard before we make any financial or fiduciary choice when it comes to how we're going to spend our money and how we want those dollar bills to be received and spent, because we know that the eyes are watching us, and that is good. That's keeping us accountable, and it's that accountability and that trust from our members that we absolutely value the most.
And someone guessed the unannounced guest.
Will Keanu be at goals? He's pro 2A. I wish that were a thing that could happen, because that would be amazing if that were a thing that could happen. Maybe that's something we can work on in the future. And if anyone out there in TV land has a path or a venue or a connection or contact that can make that into a reality, please feel free to contact me. I'm Alex Shea at gunowners.org, and I will make that happen for this year or next year if I can. That's the way. That'll be awesome.
That would be awesome. And I do like the fact that you're allowed to conceal carry at goals, where a lot of other places won't. A lot of other conventions like goals will not let you carry.
Well, the Second Amendment is an inalienable human right. And when other people violate the human rights of others, I find it disturbing. I don't always subscribe to that. I try not to support those who don't support freedom whenever I can. So I tell people it's very important to vote in your elections. And but every day, every American can vote with their dollar bills. So support those that support you, support those that support your morals, your ethics, and your philosophies, if you can. Now I know not everything is, cut and dry and rainbows and sunshine, but don't maybe don't buy that latte from Starbucks. Maybe buy some coffee from Blackout Coffee. Like it's not that hard. I understand it's not always as convenient, but you can definitely vote with your dollars every day.
Yeah, thank you, Alex, for coming on. You can follow both of these guys at gunowners.org. And I'm going to give the final word to the Colonel himself.
All I have to say, gentlemen, is carry on. We need you there. If you're a GOA member, show up, drive in. It's going to be a blast. And this is the thing. There's only ever one time something happens first, right? So, it's, I don't want to come this year. I can maybe try next year, wherever it's going to be. No, you want to be there at the first one. You can say, I was at Goals. I was at the first ever Goals event for GOA. That'll never happen twice. So folks, get in your car, get on the plane, get on a train, get on a bus, whatever it takes, get to Goals.
And if you approach Colonel Val at the place and you say Wolverines, you will get $10 from him. Thank you.